Hey guys, it's me, Travis with PlayerProps.ai. So we're locking in for Wednesday, November 6th. Now, yesterday we did not have any NBA games because they don't do NBA on the U.S. voting day, and we did have NHL. We did have a few other things, but today we have a lot of stuff. So we have NBA, we have college basketball, we have college football, we have NHL, and we also have women's college basketball. And I don't know if I mentioned this in the previous videos or not, but while we're working on releasing our college basketball tools. We're also going to be working right after that's done on releasing the women's college basketball tools as well. So as of today, right now, we have college basketball live on our 2.0 tools. And if you're new and you're not sure what that means, that is the team predictions. So the money line, the spread, the total, those are ready for today for college basketball. We're still tweaking a few things for the player props for college basketball. So you're just gonna have to wait a few more days for that to be ready to rock and roll. But for this show, we're going to be focused on NBA regardless. Um, Let me just do a quick scroll here. So the first person, so if you've been paying attention to the previous NBA shows for points, typically target 15 or higher line, and the first person that falls in that category is Evan Mobley. The last show we didn't do NBA on Tuesday because it was no NBA for voting day. On Monday, we locked in 15.5 for Sabonis, and he hit because he hit 16, so he barely hit. If you locked in 16.5, then you lost. So remember, you're not just betting Sabonis points. You're not just betting Mobley points. You're betting the specific line. And if it's not available to your sports book, you either do a alt line or you find another sportsbook that has it. DraftKings had 15.5 for majority of the day. FanDuel quickly bumped up to 16.5, and I saw a few people in the comments saying, "Oh, hey, what do I do now at 16.5?" Well, you find another book that has 15.5. And why is that important? Because if you did that, you hit your bet on Monday. If you didn't do that, you just chase and hit the 16.5, then you didn't hit your bet. So let's look at Evan Mobley here real quick. 15.5 in the games so far this season. He's gotten 13 every single game this season, at least 13. So he's pretty much, I mean, typically a bucket away from hitting these three losses here. So he's consistent, but he only really has two games when he essentially crushed. I mean, he had the opening game, he had 25, Lakers, he had 25, but everything else kind of been hovering around 13, 16, 17, 14, 14, 17. So there is some consistency there. He has two nice games, but he doesn't really have a horrible game. His worst game is 13 on the 26th against Washington. His projection is what, not even 4.0. It's like what, 3.76 higher than his line, 24% percentage difference. I don't know if I could say I'm completely in love with that, but if we go any lower, it's going to get worse because we sort these by the percentage difference. Um, yeah, I'm going to see. Let's check PRA real quick before we lock in that one. So for PRA, the minimum line that we look for is 20. The first person that pops up there is Klay Thompson, but I mean, he's got what, 3.09 difference on his projection versus his line. And he hasn't hit this in the last four games, but if you see, it's kind of trending upwards, 8, 14, there you go, 8, 14, 21, and then 21, or 18, 21. So he barely misses in his last one. He started out the season going ham, going 30, 23, and 24. But four straight misses, even though it's trending up each game, kind of not too interested in that until he actually hits one. You could look at it if you want to, but I mean, this video is gonna be short and sweet. That's why the more you, person watching this right now, listen to me talk, the more you guys actually apply yourself and play around with the tools, how I'm telling you how they should be used, the quicker it is for you to find the sexy plays. So essentially, these videos, sometimes there's not something that's popping like crazy. They could be 15-minute, 20-minute videos. And sometimes like today, we just look through it and say, hey, Evan Mobley, everything looks good. We like it. Boom. And what is this now? Like not even 5 minutes into it. So sometimes it's short and sweet. Just make sure you're practicing applying yourself and using these tools as designed. But that is Yeah, that's what we're looking at today. Let's look at the team tools here real quick. So let me go to today. So we have here for NBA. Let's look at the top and the bottom here. So it looks like essentially the Spurs spread and Lakers spread are probably the two best things. So this is saying that based on the odds, Memphis has a 54% implied chance to hit, and our projection says 52 for Lakers. So I know when we go to the spread predictor, which I'll do now, that we should see Lakers, yeah, Lakers +1 is the top play, and then Spurs plus 6.5 is the third best one. Kind of hesitant about Denver here. I know Aaron Gordon wasn't like the number one player on the team, but he is going to be gone for a little bit. So I'm somewhat hesitant to play this until we see what Denver looks like for a few games without Aaron Gordon, or at least one more game. If you listen to what I said in the previous NBA videos, I don't like doing 1 point spreads. You might as well just do Lakers money line on this because it's essentially the same thing. There's no ties in NBA. So doing +1 just means you get paid less than doing Lakers money line. The Spurs +6.5 is something that's interesting as well, just because we see that Houston has the weakest money line projection out of any favorite team. So let's do three. Screw it, let's do three. So we're gonna do Evan Mobley 15.5 points, 16.5, not 17.5, over 15.5. Lakers money line, and then Spurs +6.5. That is what we're doing today. And then an update on the Monday video. I have not stolen a 6,000 pound turtle yet. I haven't found one. So still working on it. Maybe today. All right. Good luck, guys. See you tomorrow.